doing some research and breaking down the precincts for the counties, and we're wondering where Cinnamon can pick up the votes. We're not sure where she can pick up the votes. The same thing with Montana, where Matt Rosendale has a very, very slim lead over John Tester. But what we can see, this is coming down to Missoula County, which 30% of precincts still not reporting, and unless there's an anomaly there, Tester's going to be able to make up all the votes.
Yeah, that's in Missoula County. That's in terms of population, that's the biggest county, and I don't know where any of the precincts would change right now. A 9,000 point, or now 9,000 vote difference between the two. That's way ahead of what you do in that county. And so precincts would change that, and there could be a regular precincts to make up. In this case, to swing that vote all the way around. We still have 73% of precincts in Missoula County that are reporting right now. So we settle that right there. It looks like it would go for Tester.
And the problem is, in that county, like a lot of counties, you can have a main urban area, then you can have suburban areas that may be voting Republican. We don't know, because we don't have that type of breakdown. Right. Breakdown like county. Most counties are red, and most counties are, in between.
But if that 73% of the precincts in that county reporting, and Tester is outperforming like 2-1 here, is there any hope that within that county or anywhere along the way you're going to make up, that
the only thing I could say in my, right outside Missoula, there are smaller precincts in rural areas that may be much more Republican. I was telling you that where I live, the county that I live, actually voted for Tarrant County, voted for Baylor Ward. He actually beat Ted Cruz. And I said,
yeah, that's what worked.
Right. And I said, do I have to move? Do I have to move just because a mile from me, about a mile, 2 miles from me is Ellison Johnson County, which was just through the roof. I mean, not even close. So that's what I'm talking about. In counties where there are different areas, and different precincts in different towns inside of there, and we just don't know enough about. We don't know enough about Montana and about Missoula County to tell you whether that would be a possibility or not. We don't know. Right now, I don't know how Rosendale keeps his lead.
No, I agree based on that, because that's the big one. But that's basically what we saw in that. With Rosen far behind early on, but what happens, those major precincts, with the much higher population, once they all came in, that swing came around for Rosen, and then ended up handing Rosen the lead, and ultimately the win there in Nevada. That's the way it works out. So you're likely going to see Tester performing well in Missoula County. That's going to hold very likely, and that's the difference. I mean, you're looking right now, roughly 1,170 something vote difference with Rosendale slightly ahead. Well, that's again where it can be made up. It's in a county like Missoula. And looking at Arizona, you look at Maricopa County, which is Phoenix. Cinema ahead by over McSally by roughly 8,000 votes, fewer than 8,000 votes, and 99% of that of the precincts in that county are reporting. We still have where is the lead now? It's roughly 14,000. It's kind of been in that range, anywhere from 13 to 15, 16,000 throughout the night. And where McSally is in the head.
And our question would be, where are the votes for Cinnamon?
Right. Yeah, where are the vulnerable counties? And of course, it's the higher metro areas. But there were a couple of them there in Arizona. Maricopa is the biggest, but Apache County is decidedly poor much smaller county in Maricopa, but decidedly for Kirsten Senator. And so where does McSally have, again, the vulnerability where those votes could come in and change things and turn them around and give Senator the win?
Right, and
It doesn't look as likely as the Democrat win if you just do the math in Montana. But
and just to keep you updated, the McSally single race, that's Jeff Hewitt's seat, so that would be a law.
right. That would
If she wins it, that would keep it at +3. If Rosendale holds off and defeats Tester, that would be +4 in the Senate. If that doesn't happen, it would be, and McSally holds it, it would be +3 margin for the Republicans, which is still a huge victory.
Yeah.
Huge in a midterm, to gain seats in a midterm with the non-favorability rating of Democrats.
Right.
Donald Trump. And I was reading that it's unprecedented that the number of people, the number of Democrats that want Trump impeached is unprecedented. Especially for somebody who nobody can point out what he's done wrong to be impeached.
Right.
I mean, that's the hatred that is driving Democrats, which, again, is the big question here as we look at what's going to happen now. Because, as we know, the House is going to be, we can go through these different Senate races, and it's fascinating to look at these different counties and try to speculate on what's going to happen. But we know how the table is set. We know the House now is Democrat, the Senate is Republican. So now, what's the relationship going to be? Is it going to be? The questions are: is Nancy Pelosi going to stay? The president probably would love Nancy Pelosi to stay because she's one of the few people that polls beneath him in favorability ratings, and I believe that he would love to have that he can look and say it's her. I'm sure he's looking and saying, okay, Maxine Waters, these are going to be the people and the spokespeople and the loud people of the House of Representatives. I welcome them. And we've talked the fact that any president, but especially somebody like Trump, because of his style, in my opinion, is always better off when he has the opposition party in power that he can point out their failings. It's very tough to point out the failings of a minority party. It's not hard to point out the failings of a party that's in the majority and has one branch of government, especially when the leader of that branch or that legislative body is so well known and has worse favorable ratings than you have.
In Arizona, you have Politico now reporting 99.3% of the precincts in, and Martha McSally still holding her lead over Kirsten Sinema, and the lead now is roughly around 14,500 votes. And that again was 99.3% of those precincts reporting. So we'll follow that over the next few minutes. You were asking
who has it now?
That's Politico.
Oh, Politico.
Yeah, and in Montana they're reporting that Matt Rosendale has increased his lead now to roughly 2,200 votes, somewhere in there. Just fewer than 2,200. So, but again, it comes down to those final reporting counties, and especially the bigger counties. That's where that difference can be made. And Phoenix, Maricopa County, and then Missoula County in Montana. When all those votes are in, that could change it. In both races, we'll see if there's enough left. I don't think Martha McSally right now is as vulnerable as Rosendale is. So we'll see.
And especially with, again, the precincts, the counties, the very, very blue counties, that still, especially Missoula County, that still has 30% reporting. All right, so ready for this? A record $5.2 billion will have been spent on this year's elections. As the most voters in a midterm in nearly 50 years flooded to the polls. According to projections, no campaign spending for a midterm has ever exceeded $4.2 billion after adjusting for inflation. Yet the latest reporting period in mid-October showed that candidates, political parties, PACs, and nonprofits had already torn through $4.7 billion. According to the Center for Responsive Politics, which predicted the eventual $5 billion plus figure. The significance of this election is clear. Whether it's a blue wave or a red wave, one thing is certain: the wave is running towards election day. Much of it coming from the wealthiest donors targeting this year's most competitive races, said the director. And Colorado said no to curbs on Friday.
Experience it yourself.
And that's a good thing.
Well, that's a good thing because and it's obvious, you know, with that being meaning a lot of jobs in that state. Energy production in that state is pretty healthy. Despite the regulations, it's a job killer when you look at curb fracking. I think I don't know if that's the indicator, but it could be an indicator that we're moving past that demonization of energy when we look at it now, and because the left moves on. Remember, they have a different cause every day. Fracking, so 2008. You know, so I think it's not that there aren't those environmentalists out there. By the way, they're very active in Colorado. You know, those groups. It's how something like that gets to the ballot.
I wonder if what if the House of Representatives is still going to be global warming in the race
And freestyle. I mean, promises of freestyle. That's it.
Hey, 90 red eye.
How much do you know about synthetic oil? Heavy duty with that one. Mass transit system working good. LA Metro North and New Jersey SkyTrain train service is subject still to up to 15-minute delay system-wide because of slippery rail conditions. Our next traffic update less than 10 minutes on WCBS. Meteorologist Craig Allen. Sure, you know, it's very nice. Craig Allen, my neck of the woods out in Western New Jersey. I don't know about where everybody else is closer to the city, but I know what you're bringing up. Yeah, well, because after such a day of campaign ads and people bashing each other over the head, we were dealing with one of the most beautiful sunsets ever. Sunset and waiting for the rainbow. Was that the day before, or was that the other? That was yesterday, a double rainbow. That was incredible. Yeah. Maybe if you like to think that way, maybe it is a sign of hope. It was quite nice. It really, really was. Out for you, because that's when the rain ended during the late afternoon, just as the sun was setting. On the other hand, here, we had the rain that continued on the island until about 7 o'clock or so. But then it did move offshore. And that's it for 2 days. The sun mixing with some clouds, breezy, highs up around 60. It will drop to about 45 tonight and 35 to 40 in the colder summer. Sunshine most of the time, high about 55. Friday, though, back to the rain. And a soaking rain at that. Later Friday into Friday night, 50 to 55. It was clear for the weekend, though, but a colder weekend. Temperatures on Saturday about 50 and highs on Sunday 44 to 48. Saturday looks like a rather windy day as well. But a little colder for the upcoming weekend. Right now, 53 is clear. Humidity 66%. We have a west wind at 13 miles per hour. Thank you, Greg. It's 5:50. Nowhere, but it got clear, and then in the run-up, which becomes a 6 to 10
signed to be the 5th state with 2 women senators.
Democrat Jackie Rose in Nevada. Beto O'Rourke has already used his once long-shot Texas Senate run to become a national Democratic phenomenon, and with whispers that he could be a 2020 candidate, but he lost to Ted Cruz last night. Girl Scouts of America are suing the Boy Scouts of America, accusing the boys of infringing on its trademark. CBS News correspondent Allison Keys reports.
The Boy Scouts say it is changing its name to Scouts BSA in February next year, and it will accept girls. Its Scout in the End campaign features boys and girls. But the Girl Scouts, trying to fix the years-long decline in membership, say the boys are trying to marginalize the activities of Girl Scouts. It says people are already confused and think the organizations have merged. Girl Scouts says only it has the right to use the trademark term Scout. Allison Keys, CBS News.
One of the great powerful voices of folk, Joni Mitchell, turned 75 today. Happy birthday. Other powerful voice, Lord, is 22. The music producer, David Guetta, is 51. General David Petraeus is 66. Peter Brady, Christopher Knight from the Brady Bunch, is 61. And
Jesus moved Republicans and sinners. Hey, you're criticized for it. We can't withdraw from the world, but we're not to participate in the evils of the world.
Reverend Billy Graham, who died this year, would have been 100 today. WCBS News Time 5:53. Joe Connolly's next.
I'm David McNeil, founder and owner of WeatherTech.com, the world's leader in vehicle accessories, where we strive to continually exceed our customers' expectations. As a customer myself, I only work with companies with the same mission. AmericanEagle.com, our web design, development, and hosting company, has continually exceeded my expectations since the last century. That's how long WeatherTech has been a customer of AmericanEagle.com. We've grown our business tremendously over the last 17 years, and our website has been a key to our growth. What I like about AmericanEagle.com is that they're a family-run business and financially stable, so I don't have to worry about them disappearing on me, and they focus on my business goals and objectives. If you're in need of serious experience and expert website design, development, strategy, and hosting, contact AmericanEagle.com. They've done it for me at WeatherTech.com, and they'll do it for you.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 877-WEB-NOW1. That's 877-WEB-NOW1. AmericanEagle.com, 877-WEB-NOW1.
Did you know that the #1 advance in prostate cancer treatment in over a decade is a powerful, extremely accurate radiation therapy called CyberKnife? And that NYU Winthrop Hospital is the #1 CyberKnife center for prostate cancer treatment in the entire country. CyberKnife is as effective as surgery for prostate cancer, but with no pain, no incontinence, and less risk of impotence. What's more, CyberKnife treatment is incredibly convenient. Just 5 brief appointments in 1 week. You should also know that NYU Winthrop has CyberKnife centers in Mineola, Long Island, and in Manhattan on Amsterdam Avenue between 66th and 67th Streets. NYU Winthrop has treated more prostate cancer patients with CyberKnife than anyone. So for the best CyberKnife treatment for prostate cancer, go to NYU Winthrop, the #1 CyberKnife center in the country. To learn more, call 1-866-WINTHROP or visit nywinthrop.org/NY CyberKnife. NYU Winthrop Hospital. Your health, everything.
Frankly speaking, healthcare insight from Craig Hasday, president of Epic Northeast Benefits, Frankel Benefits Division.
The ever-escalating cost of prescription medications has been at the center of the healthcare discussion. The Department of Health and Human Services is looking to rein in the pharmacy industry by requiring a full drug price disclosure on every single advertisement. Some experts say this could be misleading since consumers do not actually pay the list cost. But consider it from this perspective. Even though the patient might only pay a copayment, they absolutely pay for drugs in the exploding cost of health insurance. Premiums rise and plan members feel the hit in their paychecks. New drugs are miraculous for the conditions they cure, but realize it or not, we all pay the cost. Pharmacy cost strategies are critical for employers in managing their healthcare benefits program. For expert guidance, contact Frankel Benefits, an Epic company.
To secure a competitive edge in handling your employee benefits program, visit FrankelBenefits.com. That's FRENKEL Benefits.com. Excellence in insurance for 140 years. Frankel is proud to now be an Epic company.
5:55 at WCBS, and I just got button happy, Joe Connolly. Just got pushed from over again. So, go ahead and go favorable time now at the Ring Central Money Desk, sponsored by Frankel Benefits. Go ahead.
All right, we'll give you some quick headlines. Dow futures are up 190 points, Wayne, after last night's elections, because investment managers think President Trump's business-friendly policies will continue, but that Democrats, who will now control half of Congress, will limit some of his more disruptive actions. A record number of employees left their job for a better one again, and more jobs are still open, and there are people looking for a job for the 6th month in a row. 7 million jobs are listed as open in this country. Amazon is still not confirmed they will open a new headquarters in Queens, but they're not denying it. Sources tell Cranes, New York, Amazon would probably build a campus of buildings from the ground up in Long Island City, and the Queens would now start to rival Midtown and Manhattan as a draw for companies that need tech employees. Bloomingdale's is moving to new offices in Long Island City. JetBlue has large offices there too. In some places in Long Island City, you can't even walk on the sidewalks. You have to walk in the streets because there's so much construction going on already. Once again, Dow futures are up 175 points. I'm Joe Connolly for Bloomberg and WCBS News Radio 88.
Hey, just ask your delivery guy. Or the guy who built your delivery guy's house. Or the guy who laid the highway for the guy who built your delivery guy's house. Ford Commercial Vehicles can handle the job. During commercial vehicle season, save on Transit, Transit Connect, E-Series, Super Duty, and Medium Duty trucks. Ford trucks and vans. Year after year, America's best-selling line of commercial vehicles because they're built Ford tough.
Claim based on IHS market calendar year 1985 through 2017. U.S. tip registrations excluding registrations to individuals. See your dealer for details.
Strawberry icing.
You're in Goodwill and just past that vintage denim jacket you spot miniature donut earrings. You lean in.